a new project for the BMW today. I bought the M Sport little side skirts, I guess you can call it, or extensions. Side blades, I guess you can call them, the BMW M Sport. I'm going to leave them the satin black. I coated them with Geon trim, the plastic ceramic coating right here. So I coated them in that. I did that yesterday. I cleaned it with alcohol first, which is what that white rag's for. I'm going to use that white rag to also wipe off the rocker, which I got to clean. I'm going to use a rinseless wash to clean the rockers, and then I'll wipe off. It's just the bottom, so the bottom edge. And then I'll wipe it off with isopropylene alcohol to get the sticker to adhere. And then after that, we'll drill the rivets and attach some of the screws that are required. So, yeah, I don't know exactly where the screws go, but I guess we'll figure it out. There's no real instructions that came with the kit. It basically is this. I think you can go to the website and download it. So you get a package for one and a package for the other. You got some screws and you got some rivets. So what you got. So there's all different sizes, it looks like. So we have 10 of these and 10 of those. So I don't know what's in this kit, probably the same thing. Yep, tool packages. So I guess you gotta drill a lot of holes all the way through and you rivet it to your, and I bought this riveting tool on Amazon. That's pretty straightforward. So you just drill the size, the proper size hole for the plastic rivet, and then this little plastic rivet gun. Then we have some screws here too. So I'm gonna go download the instructions from the BMW. I think it's on the Parts and Accessories website. You can download it, and then maybe I'll print it out and then I'll show you guys what it looks like, the document anyway. This is what I use to wipe off the plastic after the Geon trim. When you're done with that rag, you'll throw it away. So you only use it for this application. Because I think I'll end up putting another coat on once I get on the car after handling it. I'll put another coat on and let it set up. It is cold here in Michigan. So you pretty much have to, in my case, I have a heated garage and I set it for 70 yesterday and I got up to 70 degrees in here. And that's when I coated it. And right now it's probably, well, it says 62 up there right now, but it's probably somewhere near 65 because I just lowered it. It was set to 70. But that's a little warm for me, at least for right now anyway. I think it's about 20 degrees outside in the first week of December of 2020. So I did the typical cleaning for the leaves. I went through here and I vacuumed all the leaves off, the cowl and everything, and then I made an adjustment on the intake because it looks like it was hitting right here. I did that on a previous video. I did the install, but this thing's been fantastic. It really likes the way that performs that way with that air cleaner that's inside there. It runs really well. So this car's been fantastic. All right, let me get to doing that. What I'll do is I'll end up doing one side complete. I'll do the other side complete by my, without videoing it. And then I'll do a step-by-step on this side, just so I can get through all the bugs and everything in the process and get a nice solid process so I can just run right through and show you guys how to do it. I'll try to get my wife to video me doing it. Otherwise it'll be a pain doing it by myself. I'll have to find a bar still or something to hold the camera. But okay, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, looks like we're on our own. So basically what I'm gonna do is I already did the other side. It's pretty straightforward. I am using a 6mm drill for the rivets, and it looks like, I'm trying to recall, it's about this size right here, this is a number 33 drill, which I believe is about 3 mil, about 3 millimeters, as a pilot hole for the screws, which go from the bottom. I could not find any installation instructions, so basically, I just put one in place. We'll just look at this one from the bottom. So as you can see from right here, so you got your rivets and you got your screws. That's pretty much it, all the way along. So he's about 3 mil for the screws and about a 6 mil for the rivets. So that's that side. Now we're gonna do this side. Okay. So, I'm gonna lay it on top of the lift, roughly in location. I'm gonna peel about 6 inches of the adhesive tape backer off, the red backer, about 6 inches off, so it's hanging on both ends. And you line up little tabs here, those little tabs, right there, into a little slot area that's kind of easy to see. Here's the one for the rear, because this is the rear. You can't get them backwards because it doesn't work. So let me get up in position, and then I'll see if I can prop the camera up somewhere where you can see what I'm doing. So luckily enough, I have a lift, so I can just send on the lift. And then basically I'm gonna line up the rear tab without tripping and falling, roughly. So this one I'm gonna get up in place. It's roughly about right there. You can see the tab. And I'm gonna stick this corner. Make sure the rear lines up, because it goes into a little tab area here. That didn't stay. It's okay. I should have did this side first anyway. So you kind of have to slide it from the back forward to get underneath your rear splash shield. And it only goes so far. So this is basically not. It can't go any further forward. And it kind of lines up with your graphic. Or your side skirt, whatever you want to call it. This part right here. Trying to get this to line up better in the front here. That's good. I like that. So I got to line it just flush with the wheel well open. And what I do is I'm going to give it some pressure underneath and then start pulling the backing off, pulling it toward the outside because I get this edge pushed. I already cleaned this with isopropylene alcohol. I want to look at the other side just to validate fitment. And it is correct. That's it. The adhesive tape is now holding it on along that whole outer edge, which also helps debris from getting underneath of it. I'm just going to put pressure along it. Then I'm going to start drilling the rivets. Actually, I'll do the screws first, then I'll do the rivets. So let me grab the drill bit. Got my 3mm drill. I do the screws first, so it kind of pushes it that way. So it goes against this outer edge right here. Like I showed you on the other side. And all you're doing is drilling into the plastic of the rocker. There's some that are blocked by my lift here. So I'm going to use a little, that's why I have this sitting here. I'm going to use that over here to lift it up so I can get to those holes. gonna take my, open up my other bag of my hardware. Buy the screws. You got 2 packets of the rivets and a packet of screws. I'm gonna pull those out and drive the screws in. With the lift, this is a pretty easy job. I'm going to end up pulling the front splitter off and repainting the front bumper soon. I gotta get all the paint protection film off, remove the splitter, and then pull the bumper off. Or I think I'll probably take it to the dealer with the bumper on and have them repaint the front bumper. And I'm gonna buy a new splitter and install that and rewrap the front. The dealer I had paint the front bumper last time was a acquaintance, I guess you could say. Wasn't really a friend, acquaintance, and they used the wrong color. And they tried to tell me that, no, that's the right color, you have to blend paint, and I went over this in previous videos. And my wife has driven it enough, probably about 30,000 miles, so it's seen some fair share of weathering already. So I'm going to have it repainted and then paint protection film put back on, because they also did a poor job. So now I'm going to bring it over the lift. I'm going to lift up the front so I get to those holes. I think at the same time, I will drill for the rivets underneath there where I can't get to. So I'm actually going underneath the lower wishbone, little cradle where it pivots on. It's just covering this flat shoe right here, so it's no big deal. So I'm going to lift this off until I see that relax. And then I can move the arm. So it's loose. I'll lower it down. I'm just going to move it all the way enough. So I get it, because I don't want to remove it completely for safety reasons. Swing it a little bit. This is still under the car. I'll do the rivet on that side as well. I'll get those couple rivets. But I can't get to when they're on the way. So it's a 6mm clearance hole for the rivets. Pop those couple in, drive that screw, and then pop a couple rivets in. I'm going to have to vacuum under here because of all the plastic, obviously. I'll vacuum it before I move the car. No big deal, let's go shop back and forth. take it very long. This little tool, for how cheap it is, works really well. Okay, so get the arm back in the way, lower it back down. Back, I'm sorry, I put the arm back where it needs to go, under the back pad. I have my pocket here, obviously. That's it. I can lower it back down. I'll do the same thing in the back as well. Yep. So I'm going to finish drilling the rest of the rivets in and put them in, and we'll see what it looks like it's on the ground. Alright, let's close out this video. It was a pretty simple and easy install. And sport side skirts or side blades, whatever you want to call it. Now if you can see, it's probably hard to see in here because it's blending with the floor pretty good. But now we have satin black on the sides here and a little lip. And then we're going to have the same thing around the front. So that right now is part of its gloss and the paint was chipping off. But what we're going to do is we're going to buy a new one. I'm going to actually buy a BMW version now instead of this aftermarket Amazon crap. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to paint the insert upper pieces in white and leave the bottom the satin black. So we have the same effect all the way around. We'll have satin black on the sides, satin black on the front for the extension. The rear is gloss black and it'll stay kind of like the grills are gloss black. But yeah. This car does need a full decon. It hasn't been done in about 4 years. But it's my wife's daily, so it is what it is, and I'll eventually get to it. Probably this summer sometime. So, get a closer look. And walk around and see the other side. Gives it a little something on the side instead of just dropping away. It kind of gives it a little edge. So we'll have to get a better view when it's out in the driveway. So we'll take a look at it out there. If I need to move some stuff around. Okay, there you go. Car's pretty dirty right now, but those blades look pretty good. A little effect it grabs. Now you can see the front end how it's chipped up and the paint's peeling. The crappy paint job they did and the paint protection film. Another BMW mod. Thanks for watching.